Dans cette leçon, nous allons apprendre les articles définis. Hi, in this lesson, we are going to learn the definite articles. We will quickly brush up our English grammar. Let's have a quick look at what is a definite article. Look at the two sentences. The first sentence, give me the pen that I gave you yesterday. The second sentence, give me a pen, please. Now, in the first sentence, imagine I gave you a pen yesterday, and I'm asking you to return or to give back the pen that I gave you yesterday. I'm very specific. It's not any pen. I gave you a pen yesterday, and then I want you to return the same pen. So here I use the definite article because it's very specific, very definite. That's why I say, give me the pen that I gave you yesterday. Second sentence. Imagine I'm borrowing a pen from you and I want to return it at the end of the class. So I ask you, give me a pen, please. So I'm not very specific. I just need a pen to write. So I ask you, give me a pen, please. Any pen. So it's not specific. So in that case, I do not use the definite article. So the definite article is used when you are very specific about the noun. All right? The same rule applies in French as well. Les articles définis. Les articles définis in French are le, la, l'apostrophe, and les. 4 different words in French meaning the same in English. They all mean the in English. Le, la, l'apostrophe, les. Let's look at where to use these 4 different definite articles. The first one, le, le, is used with masculine singular nouns beginning with a consonant. La, la, the second one, is used with feminine singular nouns beginning with a consonant. Now, what happens if the spelling of the noun begins with a vowel or a H mute? So we're going to see in a few seconds what is this H mute all about. So for now, if the spelling of the noun begins with a vowel or H mute, then instead of using le, le or la, la, you have to use l'apostrophe or l'apostrophe. And finally, if the nouns are plural, then you have to use les as the definite article, les. So a quick recap. The 4 definite articles are le, la, l'apostrophe, and les. Le is used with masculine singular nouns beginning with a consonant. La is used with feminine singular nouns beginning with a consonant. L'apostrophe is used with masculine and feminine singular nouns beginning with a vowel or H mute. And finally, les is used with all masculine and feminine plural nouns, whether they begin with a consonant or a vowel or a H mute. The moment the noun is plural, then the definite article will be les. Let's look at some examples of using the definite article le. So remember, the definite article le is used with a masculine singular noun beginning with a consonant. Look at the examples given here. The boy, masculine singular. So in French you say le garçon. Similarly, the book, le livre, the pen, le stylo, the telephone, le téléphone. Now remember, if you watched the introduction video, I mentioned that there is no neuter gender in French. All objects are either masculine or feminine. All inanimate nouns are either masculine or feminine. There's no neuter gender. And that's why book in French language is a masculine noun. Pen is a masculine noun. Telephone is a masculine noun. Obviously, boy is a masculine noun. So that's why you use le garçon, le livre, le stylo, le téléphone. Is that clear? Let's look at some examples of the definite article la. Remember, the definite article la is used with feminine singular nouns beginning with a consonant. Look at the examples given. The girl, la fille. The woman, la femme. The table, la table. The chair, la chaise. Now you must be aware that there is no neuter gender. Therefore, objects are either masculine or feminine in French language. Table is a feminine noun. Chair is a feminine noun. Therefore, we use the definite article la. Understood? Now let's look at the third definite article, L'. Now L' is nothing but le, le, or la, la. The e in le, le, and the a in la, la. The e and a are dropped and it becomes L' for phonetic reasons. Now to keep this simple, just remember, if the spelling of a noun, a singular noun, begins with a vowel a, e, I, o, u, then instead of using le, le, or la, la, you have to use L' for phonetic reasons. Now what is this silent H? Alright. Now in French language, again it is a phonetic rule. In French language, when the spelling of a singular noun begins with H, there are two forms. In some words, the first letter H is pronounced. In some other words, the first letter H is not pronounced. So when the first letter H is not pronounced, then it is said to be a H mute or a H muet. So when you have a noun, a singular noun, whose spelling begins with a silent H, then instead of using le, le, or la, la, you have to use L'. But if the first letter H in the spelling of a singular noun is pronounced, then you do not have to use L', or rather you should not use L'. You should use either le, or la, depending on the gender of that noun. Is that clear? Let us look at some examples of the definite article L'. Look at the first example. The word in French for man is homme. Look at the spelling, H-O-M-M-E. Now, in this word, the first letter H is silent. So therefore, what happens when the first letter H becomes silent? The next letter is a vowel. Therefore, instead of using le, you have to use L', and therefore it becomes l'homme. Second one, the word in French for school is école. The spelling, it's a feminine noun. The spelling begins with the vowel E. So instead of using la école, you have to use L apostrophe, l'école. Again, these are phonetic reasons. Two vowels colliding, the article ending in a vowel and the noun beginning with a vowel or a silent H. So, for phonetic reasons, you drop the E or you drop the A from the definite article and you use L apostrophe instead. But remember, you should not use L apostrophe systematically before all nouns beginning with H, all singular nouns beginning with H. Because if you recall, there are words in French whose spelling begins with H, but the H is not silent, it is pronounced. For such words, you should not use L apostrophe. You should use either LE, le, or LA, depending on the gender of that singular noun. LE and LA, they both become L apostrophe only when the spelling of a singular noun begins with H and that H is silent, as we saw here in the first example, learn. Okay. I hope it's clear. Why don't you try out these things? I've put a list of words there, right? And I've given within brackets the gender of that word in French, the gender of that noun. For example, portable, it's a masculine singular noun. Now, all you need to do is pick the right definite article for each one of these nouns. Le, la, L apostrophe, or les. Alright? Portable, sac, gomme, télévision, ticket, maison. Alright? At this point, you can pause the video, work out your answers, and then continue watching. You'll see the answers in the next slide. Get started. Here are the answers applying the definite article rules. Le portable, le sac, la gomme, la télévision, l'hiver, le hibou, les tickets, les maisons. I hope you got them right. Okay, we have come to the end of this lesson. So now you know the definite articles in French, le, la, L apostrophe, and les. You also know which definite article to use with which noun, isn't it? Le with a masculine singular noun beginning with a consonant, la with feminine singular noun beginning with a consonant, L apostrophe with a masculine or a feminine singular noun beginning with a vowel or a H mute, and les with all plural nouns. Now, here's what you need to do. Keep building your vocabulary in French. Every time you come across a new word in French, which is a noun, try to learn and remember that word along with its gender. So in another lesson, I will share with you some clues to identify the gender of a noun. Until then, keep building your vocabulary, applying these rules, and I will see you soon in another lesson. Okay? Good luck. I hope you enjoyed this grammar lesson with Cave Lights as much as I enjoyed sharing this with you. Please like this video and kindly share it with your friends and others. Also, I request you to subscribe to my channel and activate the notification bell, please, so that when I upload the next grammar lesson, you will be notified. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup et à bientôt.